Punk now.
Wrestling.
CM Punk wrestling. WWE wrestling. CM Punk wants Brock Lesnar to come back into the fold. Brock Lesnar, champion, heavyweight champion. For a time. CM Punk trying to follow in his footsteps. Trying to follow in his footsteps and become a UFC fighter. He's been training for a while now. His first fight probably won't, he hasn't been announced, nothing's been announced formally, but his first fight probably won't be until the end of this year, possibly early 2016.
Yeah, and that's the thing about somebody like Brock Lesnar coming back. I mean, this is a guy that won a national championship as a wrestler.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
legit, yeah.
And he knows his stuff. He has the background. Right now, he's getting older, you know what I mean? He's done his thing in UFC. He's done his thing with WWE. He doesn't even wrestle on a regular basis anymore. You know, so I can't imagine why he would even want to put himself through that, like just going back to UFC and just having to fight, like, what, 3 fights a year roughly, something like, why even do that at this point?
The tough thing, too, you have to realize with Brock is he was sick. He had his last fight in the UFC was against Alistair Overeem, who's this huge K1 kickboxing champion. Like, you know, you see like on Kickboxer or on the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Tough dude. He had one strong kick to the stomach, and Brock was out. It's not because he's a bad fighter, but it's just because he was so weak physically, and his ailment kept bothering him because he could never retain the title. He could never retain the belt, and he had to retire. But he is his contract is almost up. He will be a free agent in a month. A free agent from the WWE. So he is free. CM Punk wants him to come back. I'm not sure that's a great idea. I don't want to see him get hurt. I loved watching Brock. He was the biggest UFC draw for a few years there.
I think CM Punk needs to worry about getting his training because this is a whole other world.
Right, and that leads us into the next. I mean, what is CM Punk? I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, is he for real?
I don't know, because here's the thing. It's like wrestling, look it, say what you will about it. I enjoy wrestling. There's a lot of skill, a lot of technique that's involved. We all know it's not real. But these guys, breaking. No, but it's like these guys really put like a lot of punishment on their bodies and stuff, but not to the same extent as like UFC. You know, and I mean there's a lot more different skill. He doesn't really have that background that Brock Lesnar had to just make that transition. So I don't know. I mean, with the proper training, maybe he could do it. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, you know, should these WWE fighters should they join the UFC? I mean, well, I think a lot of it's going to. I mean, we had Ken Shamrock. Remember him back in the day?
Oh, way back in the day.
Way back in the day. Good, he's a strong fighter. Good, you know.
Well, you look at like Kurt Angle was, you know, an Olympic gold medalist.
Right. I mean,
let everybody know
they're athletes. They're athletes.
Yeah.
But I think, especially like with Ronda Rousey, these type of people, you're seeing that these people are training from a young age. Just be like, hey, I'm a WWE wrestler. I'm a great athlete. I'm strong. To just go. I mean, if he gets embarrassed. In his first fight, if he gets like just knocked out.
The good thing is, again, like you said, like Ken Shamrock, like a lot of those guys did have prior experience going into the WWE, so they could probably make the transition. But not every wrestler has that, you know. So.
Yeah, not everybody's Brock. Brock was a beast. I miss Brock. I want to see him back.